it's recording or not. Well, I might be recording. I don't see it on YouTube though. You still there, Perry? Hello. Perry, are you there? Did I lose you?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
No,
how's
no,
it?
no. Okay. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Sounds good. All right. So we're gonna stream our mistakes again. This is I think this is episode 4 or 3. I don't even remember. It's been a while since we did the last one. And I think Twitch is working. It's going live now, so that's good. Um, are you able to see it on Twitch?
I see the green stream are
Okay,
mistakes.
that's good. That's what I'm looking for. And now I'm going to switch now to the other program, Visual Studio. Okay, so today I'm gonna try to actually do this. What do you call it? This REST API and create a backend so I can connect to the mobile app. But I have to create this backend first. So ideally, this is going to be a little bit more challenging than something I haven't done before. Let's see. I'm going to show you basically kind of what I'm going to do. Fire up the website and basically provide this API so that I can connect to the backend. Let's see. Sign up. I think I can show the screen here. Is it going? All right. So this website. This is the web portion of it. I think I'm going to change this up a little bit on the back end. So I'm going to mirror this form on the application. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm probably not going to do the 2 passwords. I'm going to do 2 emails to make sure they validate first name, last name, and then let me see if I can connect. So right now I can add a username. Let's say this is you, Perry K. And then say
I'm seeing the web page right now.
Yep.
So
That's what you need to be seeing. That's what I'm broadcasting.
okay.
I'm just showing you basically what we're gonna try to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So let me say Perry K at hotmail.com and test. So this should sign you up. I think this form is working already. Oh, too short. So that's okay.
Are you just making up an email address on there?
Yeah, I'm just making up an account to log in.
Okay.
Let's see if this works. I want to make sure it works here because it's too common. Wow, I didn't think it was going to be that hard. Well, that's good. Got some built-in security. A little bit longer. Looks like it's working. Pretty slow.
Do you have to verify the email?
I don't have that set up yet. I think I'll do that later.
Okay. Okay. Because that's not my email account. So I was gonna say
Oh
you're
no,
gonna
no,
have some
yeah, no.
trouble.
This is not for real. This is just testing, right?
Yeah.
Just make sure your account shows up and gets in there. So basically, I want to be able to do that. That
Okay.
account
There it goes.
that account creation on the back end with the REST API. That's basically what I'm gonna try to do. So then,
Yeah.
that creates account, and I'm gonna work on the token. The other part, I think we'll work on this for a little bit today, and then see how far we get.
Yeah.
But that's basically what we want to do. If I log out here, get back into the admin section. So basically,
did you look this?
Go ahead.
Did you look this up on the website, the REST API website, or how did you go about figuring all the codes for it?
Yeah, I already implemented the REST API in for one part of it, so I'm going to expand it. You know, the web API. I'm only going to use the REST API for the stuff I'm going to use for the app. You know, because that's basically becomes the backend. So I did look that up, and I spent some time today looking up this other thing, so I knew what was going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or else it would have taken a long time. So I'm going to click on use. I'm not sure why it's going so slow right now. It should be fast. But yeah, so there's a new user, right? One I created there. This is administration. I already have the REST API installed and set up, so I'm just adding to that. I think at a different time we can do that from scratch, maybe on a different website. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or broadcast that as well too. So let's go back to the other thing over here. So the first thing I'm gonna do is, where did it go? Oh, there it is. Basically, they're called serializers. That's what the object needs to be. You need to serialize it from the object. So like a user is an object, right? But you want to serialize that so you create the JSON, right? So
yeah.
Let's go over here to, I have a class already called serializer. So this is the one I'm serialized already before. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's basically the trick you got to do over here. Let's see if I remember how to do. I need to create one for just the user. I think the Django has a built-in one, so let's see if I can use that one. Import work order. So I have to import the model. So let's see. I already got to see this. Already has a REST framework, serializes. I already built this part out. I think from, let's see, what is it? Let's do this. Django dot let's see. So this is like the authentications. Import user. So now I can have that basically have that user model. Oh, damn, that's what I was gonna do. Let's rewind that. So before I do any of this stuff, let me go back here and undo all my changes, and let me make a new branch so I don't mess this one up. I'm on the master one right now, right?
Oh, yeah.
So down over here, as a matter of fact, where is that thing? Go uploads. See over here, change this from the master one and move that out. So this is where I think you were asking me yesterday about making a new branch, right? So I'm going to say serialize user login, and it really should be creating a REST endpoint, but I'm going to just use that for now. I'm going to use the master branch to branch from and create the branch.
Yeah.
So at this point here, I can either I can stop and start working on it, or I can check this branch in, because right now this branch is only local, right? You can't see it in the Git.
Yeah.
So right now it's only checked in locally, but if I wanted to, I could go over here.
Yeah.
Team Explorer and sync it up and basically publish it. But I'm not gonna publish it just yet. I'm just gonna work on it for a little bit. You know what I mean? So let's go back over here, and now we start making some changes. And let me make this text a little bigger so you can see it a little better. How's that? A little better?
A little bit. It's okay. I mean, I could read it. It's just fine.
You can make it bigger, but I think that should be pretty much, you know, a little easier to read. So let's see, what was it from Django? Contributor auth. We're going to import user. That's the one we're going to log in. So basically, the user here is that model that you see in the website, right? Which is this one here. These users right here. I don't know why it's so slow today. It's really weird. Might have done something else that screwed it up, but that's okay. Alright, so let's go back over here. Yeah, so the Django website and the Django REST framework has a lot of documentation, so that's why it's really been helpful.
Easy to figure out.
I wouldn't say easy, but you know, the answers are already there, and the documentation is so good that you just kind of have to, like, you know, follow along and adjust it for what you're going to do, right? So they kind of give you all the stuff. They gave you a lot of examples. A lot of people have a lot of code up there, so it hasn't been too hard figuring most of it out, you know. So
yeah.
I already got the REST framework, so let's see if we're going to say user. And I think that I've seen this today, so I think this is going to make it a little bit easier. I think user might just work, but this usually will get. And this might be an older version, so we'll see. I was following the tutorial. I'll send a link for that later. So that works. I get user model. And now we're going to create the class. User create serializer. Serializers. Oops. And it's going to be the same one that is above here. All these are going to have these serializers that you see the same thing up here, right?
Yeah.
Tab that over. And then for the quick part, we do the meta, and we want to use that to be the user model. So it's basically the same way you would create like a form, right?
Yeah.
Oops. User. And we're going to use fields. So this is the stuff we want to show. Same thing like we did over here. Model, you know. Going to do that one, and these are the fields. So basically, if that model has a bunch of other properties, we don't want to show everything. We might want to show a couple things. Like right now, that's going to be what's going to be collected and showed. So for this, I think I'm going to skip I'm going to do the username for now, but in reality, I'm not going to actually use it because I don't want to use the username. I'm going to make. Ideally, I don't know if this is possible, but I'm going to try to make the username the email address so that they don't have to even have a username. But for this example, I'll use this for now because I want to make sure it works, and then I can roll that back out.
Come back and change it.
Come back and change it, yeah. And email. We'll start with just email. Do like the basic stuff. I guess we'll do the password too for now, and we'll do the validation and whatnot later. Let's see if it works. So that should give me the model, right? I'm going to save that. And some people are not fans of multiple commits, but like I was telling you yesterday, I'm a fan of, you know,
multiple commits, yeah.
Just because, you know, especially if I remember something, I get into it and you forget. You know, and then you're just like, oh man, I want to roll back to what I did like, you know, 5 stops ago, and the last time I saved was, you know, 50 stops ago. I was like, that's you know, makes it harder. So basically, when I finish a class, I finish something that's complete, I can go ahead and hit commit and create it. You know, say created. Create serializer. So if you go up and look at this, once I when you're analyzing the code, you can basically see what I did. Then when you go to compare, you can see I said I did this. Let me go see where the code at, and you will see exactly this change, right? These 4 lines, right?
Yeah.
So it makes it a lot better, I think, when you're working with multiple people. It's different when you're working by
Yeah.
yourself. You could do whatever you want, but working with more people, it's more of
better.
It's easier to work with the people when you know exactly what they're doing and whatnot, right? So now let's create a view of this.
The more information, the better.
Exactly. More information. I don't want to see, what you did all day. I wanted to see what you did with this one thing. Because, say, something you do here breaks something. I break something that you're doing somewhere else, right? So
Yeah.
now let's go to the views. Create this view. I think I already have the API view. Oh, do I not have that one? So I think I have these already. I don't need to add anything. This is the REST framework stuff. I wanted to keep that in there. Here's the REST framework that I did that was separate from the other stuff in the class and whatnot, right? So let me go ahead and add it here. And I'm going to say this is going to be user creation API. And let's do class user create API view. Oops. Something crashed. That's not good. Let's see, why would that happen?
Something went bad or went down.
So, well, I think it's still okay. I think I can keep going. Alright, so that's okay. So user create API view. No, that's not what I want. I just want create API view. Might be missing something here. Oh, I think that's what I'm missing. Is that true? Alright, got the serializer, so that should be there. Do I not have the serializers? So it's API view, so let's see. I got the views. Let me finish writing this one and then we'll see what I'm missing. Oh, so yeah. See, I'm still getting used to the syntax. So normally in C# I would just start creating something over here with some brackets, but I need this little thing first. The colon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So let's see, this is going to be serializer class. See, I don't want that one. I want the serial create. See, I'm not able to find that one. Why is it not coming up? So here, for example, I did the work order list, an API view, but it's actually creating a, what's it called? It's pulling in the serializer. So I need to pull in the serializer over here, but I'm missing it somewhere in the imports up here. That's what I'm not sure.
How do you know? How do you know you're missing it?
Well, for one, I can't pull in. Say I actually should be pulling in this one right here. So this is what I need to pull in, right?
Yeah.
But I know it's not there because it should be green because it's a method, right? It's not green. So the colors the colors are actually helping me telling me, so this is going to say, this give me a clue. Oops, come on, if I do this again. Where's that clue? No. That's why having the ID helps, right?
Yeah.
That gives me a little bit of clues of what's going on. So let's see. So I think, I'm not sure why this one's missing, but I do know that I'm missing this one for other one for sure. So let's see where this is. So if we go from serializers, okay, here we go. So see, here is this one, but if I want to say bring in user create serializer, so now I got that one. So see now how it turned green?
Yeah.
So now I know that one's good. This one is still missing, and I'm not sure where this one's coming from. This is supposed to be like a default one. At least that's what I was reading. So I'm not 100% sure what model that's supposed to be coming from. Let's see. But I'm missing something up here. You know, REST framework status, contribute authorization. So let's see. Import user. So let's see. I think I'm gonna first try maybe this one. I don't have that one there, the actual user. So now I'm bringing that in because I know that I was using it over here. But that's an API, so that tells me that this is not going to be the Django, the default Django one. So I'm gonna leave that one outside for now. It's going to be the REST framework, right? So that's a view. So let's see what else could it be. It's going to be from REST framework. Or serializers maybe? Nope.
So when it's white, that's when you can tell, right? Like,
well,
that it's not.
Yeah, because see, so yeah, so what's happening here, Harry, and I know you're new to this. Is why this, you know, I know that it looks like it's okay right now. So let's see what this thing tells me because I know I'm missing. Oh, see, here we go. Damn it, that was it.
What?
Was that it? No. So that wasn't it. It thought that was it. What you're doing here when you create a class, if I didn't put this in here, I'd have to create all the methods and all the properties and everything it does. This is part of the like object-oriented, what's it called? Programming. This is this new method that I'm creating. I'm inheriting from this one. Right?
Yeah.
So it's pulling in everything that it does right off the bat, which is nice.
Yeah.
And that's the power of it.
So you don't have to write that class again and again and again.
Exactly. Yeah. That's totally it. But I'm missing something here because I can't remember where this is from. Let me just check where I got that from. I was trying to use something, you know.
Yeah. So it's supposed to turn different green as well, right? If it was not missing something, is that that part right there? Right?
Yeah. So let's see what else is. Generics. Okay, so maybe that was it. Got it.
What did you do? I didn't.
So I changed this right here. It had a little thing. Two options, and it was right here. I needed to put in the generic. So the REST framework has a bunch of built-in stuff that's generic. So I'm gonna move this up over here. This is a line of code that I added. I needed to import this create API view.
Okay, you added on line 20.
I added line 11 here.
Let me see. Okay, 11. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
From REST framework .generics import create view. They have all kinds of stuff built out already for you, so that's what makes it awesome. You know, you have to.
Yeah.
It's so much stuff, so much code that it's hard to know it all, right? So I'm kind of figuring it out. So I was missing that one, but I knew this was it. I don't remember where. You know, I kind of went over it really quick just to see what I can get going to get started on
Yeah. So once you put in line 11, line 40 turned green, right?
it.
Or
Correct.
the
Correct.
creative API view turned green.
Yeah. So we can
Previously it was white.
correct. So watch this. If I take this out, I can comment that out. Oops. I meant to hit save. Go back up. And now it's white again. And if I try to run it, it will give me an error. But I'm not going to waste our time and make that error because I already know that it'll be, it'll fail. Alright, so that's good. We got that one. That was, I forgot about that. Let me say return all users here. And that's going to be user object. So this is going to basically query the database and return everything. Oops, that's not what I want. Why is that not working? You might not have the users still.
Are you programming from the top of your head, or are you actually looking at another window, just referencing information?
I have another window where I made some notes so that I could kind of go, what I need to do step by step, so I wouldn't waste too much time. So
Got it.
because then I basically have to research everything, and that would have took however long it took me.
Hours.
Yeah, hours, and I walked away. I had lunch. I would just think else, so I was like, I really can't do that. So at least not for this. I'm not sure why this method is not working. It should just give me. Oh, I'm not sure why. That's weird. Unknown type. So I'm missing something here again. I'm not sure what that is. Yeah, so like basically I wrote some stuff and some notes and a little bit of snippets, but because I didn't write it in here, I don't know if it was wrong or right,
Yeah.
Like I don't really know if, I don't know if it'll compile or not, I basically just look,
you
do this, like got a line of code from over here, so I'm missing something else and I'm not sure what that is. I thought it was user, but that doesn't seem to be right. So let's see what this one does. That doesn't make any sense. I'm not sure what is missing. The API, this is the view. Well, maybe I need to do this one too. So I guess I should not copy, but keep the same format what I did here. That's why I wrote this down once, but I didn't write in all these files. I just wrote it all in one kind of like notepad. So then basically I'll just keep adding that so it stays the same. And maybe that's why I didn't assign that model. So now that still didn't work, did it? Let's see if it works now. Create user, so the IntelliSense should tell me that it worked or not worked. Let's move this over here. See what this says. So it's giving me something, but I really just want to query this. Really just want this to be, it's returning all the models. Basically what I'm doing here is see request data, I'm returning all the basically doing this right here. But it doesn't seem to be giving me that option. I'm gonna try it anyways and see if the error message gives me some clue what's going on. Some kind of hints, yeah. Because right now I don't know what's missing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just
so maybe
work.
like
I brought in
the
the model. yeah, I got the model here, so the model should be here, but I'm not able to, get this to run, or it's not liking this one. It should be okay. I'm doing colons over here. Do I need to put a colon here maybe? A lot of this might be like syntax too now. But it says it doesn't unknown over here. It tells you, well, maybe it does work. We'll see. We'll leave this alone. I'm gonna hit save. So here I know that I'm creating a spot, added view to this is a user create API. So now I got those two. Did I do that right? Create serializer. Alright. And then let's see if we can map it to a URL and let's see if that works. And basically this will be the point where it breaks or doesn't break right. So I have this separated here from here. This is usually where I mess up the most because the URLs are kind of easy to screw up.
Yeah.
I want this to be our. I'm just gonna. You know what? I'm just gonna copy this. Make that easier on my life. And let's say this is gonna be users. Or let's say actually register, right? Because this is going to be the one that's going to be created. We want to get rid of this. We're going to change it to app.views. It should be user create, right? API view, so that's the one we just created over here, right? User create API. It's this one right here. And we're going to do it as a view. Because it's not a true view as far as what do you call it? A form or anything. You're gonna hit a comma there, and that should work. So now let's see if this works. API.register. I'm gonna switch the screen so we can see that. And just see how it breaks, because I suspect something's going to break. Oop. Did I turn it off? Refuse to connect. Okay, so that's good, sort of. I'm going to show you this other screen that I got. Let's see.
The terminal.
Terminal's over here. That up. It says user. Here's an error message. The trace stack get user model is not defined. So it could be that the notes that I was looking at were outdated. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe I was looking at an older version. Saying get user model is not defined, so let's see if I do this. Add the slash can't be reached, fails again. Okay. So let's close that window and let's close this one. Let's go back over here. Okay, so that seems to be where the problem is, so let's start there, right?
Okay.
So I'm not sure why this didn't work. I'm going to comment this out because I don't know what that one was. I just copied that notes. This should just be the user, so let's see what gives me that. I don't see any method like that. No get. Oh wait, here's the gets. So let's try it without this line of code. Everything else seems to be okay. I'm going to get rid of this one as well. And then let's see, the URL should be the same. I'm going to add anything here, I think. Dot views, maybe, I think that's okay. Well, so let's try that again. Don't want that one. Okay, progress. This is what we call progress, right?
Yeah.
So it's not finding that view. You're defined your website. Please try to find it in this order. Blah, blah, blah. Register. Okay. So I didn't put a slash on mine, and I added a slash up here. You see that?
Where did you see that? Where?
Right here. There's no slash there.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Oops. But I did add a slash here, so let me take
off.
off.
Address, you put a slash. Got it.
Yeah, so let me take off that slash.
Yeah, it should maybe narrow it down.
See what happens.
There's definitely a lag.
There we go.
Between the time that you're talking and when I see the action.
Okay.
On the video. So
do you want to change that? I can share my screen directly, so you can see that.
Sure.
Okay, so you could close that window that you have, and then I'll just share this real quick with you. You can just see everything.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Close that window. Okay.
Okay. All right. So that worked. Get method not allowed. Progress. Are you on now?
No, I don't see anything yet. Are you sharing with Google?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't see anything.
Okay. Should be sharing now.
Okay, I see it. Yeah.
So now that worked. But
because of that slash, right? That slash.
Right. That was just the URL not working right. So.
Yeah.
So that should be okay. And it normally it would give you like raw data. And this creates HTML form. I believe it is this other one. So that's good. That's a good step, right? So now let's see. So that was, I had bad information, right? Almost guaranteed everything you find online is never going to be exactly what you need. This could be something that's jacked up. I mean, you've seen that, right?
Yeah, for sure. Especially, I mean, even the video that you told me to watch, that one was.
That was like 4 years old or something, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the key is definitely being able to take some information, and then be able to apply it to what you're doing and be able to debug what goes wrong. So now all those changes that I made, I'm going to go ahead and commit that because now I know this one is working, right?
Yeah.
So fixed bug with bad method, or should I say, will you say removed
bracket or slash
obsolete method? Like I don't need to put the details. If someone wants to go look at it, they can see it. It depends, how you want to do it. But
yeah,
I took it out, so that's good.
Wow.
Now, if you hit sync, I have all these, different commits here. But I'm gonna keep going for now. Normally, if I had done a good amount of work, then you want to publish and get it off your computer, because that way, if some of your computer crashes, everything you did the whole day is lost.
Yeah.
It's backing up your stuff, right? So.
Yeah.
So let's see what we can do here. So now we got this website. Let's able to do that. And I want to say that this thing is calling the this view here, this serial class is calling the HTML form. So let's make sure, or let's verify if that's true or not. I'm going to comment that out. And let's second, see if I can refresh that. Oh, so that failed. Let's try that again. Refresh. No. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's because I use the IP address as it's going really slow. It's still on my computer, so, or if it's because I'm accessing the database online. I actually, short of the fact that I have to wait a little longer, I actually don't mind it because it feels like it's a little more real world, right? Like this is what you're gonna deal with, like delays and lags online. So, all right, so it's not liking it. Let's go back to this for now. I'll see if that works. Like I'll leave this in for now. So if it's working, I'll leave that in for now. Where did that go? So going. Yeah, what's going on? So site up. Let's take this. Oh, that's some errors. All right, so I think there was some errors still happening. So that's okay. Let's go back. I think it was that code that I took out that I didn't like.
Did you see it on the traceback?
Yeah. All right. So let's see what happens here. I'm going to say new user. I think I can change this. I want to get rid of some of this stuff. First name is ABC. Last name is ABC. Or XYZ. Let's say email address is gmail.com. Password is ABC. So it's funny, you can see the letters, right?
Yeah.
Normally you wouldn't want to do that.
Yeah, you got to do the.
But this is just to
make
test
it work.
stuff.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, because in reality, I'm not going to show this at all, right? I'm just going to hit this
And
via the JSON data with this basically. This is all it's going to be going through back and forth. I think I could disable this because I know I did that somewhere else. Okay, so
and this is all on Bitbucket too, right? So it doesn't even, you're not showing it to anybody. So.
Oh yeah. I don't care about this. This is not going to be what's published, right? So I'm
Yeah.
not going to publish this code right here. Okay, so that makes sense. So now I was able to post and it created, and it made me the user, and it showed and sent back the password, which is funny.
Yeah.
So that probably is not going to work, but let's see what happens over here. I'm going to say try to log in here with this one. Was it ABC? New user is going to be the ID. Let's go in and see what that user looks like. See if it created it. And then there's a way to hide this password, so that's what I'm going to try to do next, I think. so the password doesn't get shown. So let's go to users.
Yeah.
Because I never want to see that password again. It doesn't even get, when you create it in the database, it doesn't even create the password. It just hashes it out. So it's for security. You never really keep the password.
Yeah. You haven't done the security yet, right? You said.
No, just with log in and log out. So that's still going to be some more work to do.
Yeah.
That'll be part of the security. Just at least the authentication. So new user is here.
Yep. All the information is there. Yep.
I'm gonna try to use email address as a user ID when I get a little further, but I didn't get that far today. It might not be possible. I'm guessing it is, but we'll see. I might have to do some more customization, right? So here you go. See, invalid password format. So if I try to log in with this person, I wouldn't be able to work at all. It wouldn't even work at all. So that's okay. So let's do that hiding thing first. Let's hide that password.
Is it widgets equal to password input parentheses or something like that?
Yeah. So let's see. So that's actually in like the model. If you're doing, you're showing how it's going to be like over here, right? Like widgets, forms, text input, hide. But the thing is, I'm not going to show. I don't care about the actual typing, because no one's going to type it in on that interface. I'm going to be typing that on the mobile app and sending that data across. So I'm not actually working on the form. That's just for me to test, right? So let's see, where was I going to go back to? Let's go back to the serializer. You could do this here. So let's just change this so it's a little bit neater, because this is going to be a little bit further down than this password. And let's say, so in the same method, in the same definition, let's see here, I want to be able to hide the password, so I'm going to say extra keywords, extra quargs, arguments.
Keyword arguments, yep.
Yeah, we'll use that a lot here too, I think, going forward. And you basically make a dictionary. Let's say password. And part of that dictionary is going to be write only. And we'll say true. And close that one. And then close the outer one. Didn't like that one. Extract token. Why didn't you like that one? Oh, because I didn't put parentheses on that. Okay. Fair enough. There we go. I usually like to put a little bit of space on these, just so you can see what's going on a little better.
Yeah.
Sometimes that spacing, puts it out. Like I don't need a space here, but I put a space between these things here and then another space out here. Maybe break it up to, that's what people break it up to other lines, but I think that's pretty straightforward. Oh, didn't like it. Why isn't it like that? Right, only. Those red squigglies are not your friends, right?
Nope. I remember that.
So let's see. There we go. So I'm not sure why that wasn't not liking it. Maybe we need to put more space on that. Alright, so that's good.
So it was a spacing issue?
I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure, but you gotta have those. You gotta get rid of those, right?
Yeah.
So now let's see if what that does over here. So let's see. I'm gonna create new user. 1, 2, 3. First name Bob. say Smith, Bob Smith, gmail.com, and let's say the password is going to be 345 and ABC. And now what I'm expecting to see is this shouldn't be here anymore, right?
Yeah.
So let's say post. Uh-oh, I broke it.
Oh, there's a...
So that thing is saying invalid syntax here. Line 21, right? So it's definitely something I did. So let's go back and see what I did and why that didn't work. So
Because the convention, you're trying to make it shorter because convention is like 72 or something letters across. Is that what you were trying to do to it? Or just to make it easier to read as well?
where are we talking about? Like, what are you talking about?
Oh, you know how you're making it kind of shorter? Like
This line, you
like
mean?
from username, yeah, username, first name, last name.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But the error is over here. It says, right?
Yeah.
Invalid syntax. So something here it did not like.
Okay, I see it. I think you have
Right. So this says here. This is the error.
yeah.
Invalid syntax, but I'm not sure where or what. So I need to go.
At the colon, right? At the colon?
I don't know. That's why I'm gonna change something. So I don't know. It's definitely not a quiz. I don't know. So I'm gonna try that again. So I'm moving back to this line and hitting save. Oops.
Could it be you're using a curly bracket twice?
Could be. But the thing is, so you're making a dictionary. Is that right? Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah, so I'm basically using this one. I want to wrap these in here. I had this one wrapped in here twice. This one, or 3 times actually. So I have this one is the outer one. This password. This is the dictionary, and this is the inner one. The inner one had an extra one in there. This one's okay. So let's see. I bet you that works.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's go back to this one. Try that again. Refresh that. Let's see, Bob Smith. Oops. Smith. Gmail. Let's see. Oh. 6. C. And try that. There we go. Okay, so that worked. Password doesn't show.
Yep.
So the password basically should never get returned, right?
Yep.
I don't even want to see that ever again. It's never going to be displayed or anything or returned ever. So that's good. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of work to get this going. That's why I was kind of dreading it, but I think getting started on it will help because I'll have to figure some of this out and then customize it to how I actually want it to work. Alright, so I'm going to make a commit because I fixed that bug that I wrote in myself.
Yeah.
Fixed bug, removed extra curly brace, and user create serializer. Usually you want to make this just like a simple one-line statement, right? And put more notes.
Yeah.
So okay, so now we want to do like some validation, to be able to make sure that it works the way we expect it to work and does what we want it to do and is going to not just create anything anywhere. So this can be in this still this same create method. Basically, this serialization is the one that's going to control this object altogether. So I think we want to do first. Let me see. I might as well try this now because let's save the password. I think the password's still not being saved properly, actually. So right now, if we go to the website, it's actually though that Bob still didn't get created properly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if we go back over here, just to make sure that what I say is true. Let's go back to users. And we should really switch this to the SQLite database so you can go faster here.
It might be, right, because it'll go to the local drive
Yeah.
instead of
definitely
connecting to MySQL.
Yeah, definitely going the hard way here. So here's Bob Smith. So it's not saving the password even though it's creating the user, right? So that's fine. So let's try doing this now. Now I think we got past the harder part because now this is just kind of customizing how I want it. So first thing I'm going to do is take out the username because I don't want the username to be entered by anyone, right? So I'm going to take that one out. So that should be okay. And then we're gonna create the actual user correctly. So get a function here. It's gonna override. We'll say this is gonna override the create method. So it's already has that predefined. Override create function. Self-validate data, return super.create. I'm not sure why I'm saying super. I think we'll just try to get to this part and then we'll wrap it up. But let's see if we can just create the user correctly, right? So let's see. Username. So this will be the trick if I can create the username to be what I want it to be, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Validate data. So I'm bringing in this method that's being passed in, or this data.
From above, yeah.
And I'm going to say I want that to be email. And in fact, over here, I'm going to add 2 emails. Wow.
Oh, so that
so
they have to type that.
Type it in
or
twice,
they have to type
yeah.
in the email twice.
Yeah, you know what? But I think let me. I get excited. This is where I mess up. I get excited. I start doing all the changes, and then it all breaks, and I can't figure out what I changed. That's why it's better to change one thing at a time and then go back. So let's stick to that for now, and then I'll do that afterwards. First name, and we'll say it's basically going to be the same method here, the same information. So let's copy this over here, and then we're going to say last name. Because this stuff I do want to save. When they log in, I want them to log in with their email and the password, and that's it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So. Okay, so that's that. And we want to get the password. So the password is going to equal data password. So now we have the information here, and we'll create a new. So I'm not sure why the super method come out. That's interesting. This must be doing something else. I'll look at that later. That might be different. But here we're going to say new user. We're going to create a new object of the user type, and we're going to assign all these things. So I'm going to say username. Oops, do I want to do that? Okay, I'm not sure if this is going to work, so let's just try it. First name.
You've got a squiggly.
Yeah, so
Oh,
some of it's because I haven't finished writing it.
oh, okay, yeah,
Right,
yeah.
so right now, like if I just go in and adding more stuff, it's not going to finish doing that. So last name. Oh, email's not here. That's why. I just kind of skipped it. I got excited. So let's say email. So I'm email twice basically. I'm setting it as a username and the email, right?
Yeah, because you're sending it to the validated data class to make sure it's matching when it and then it has to bring it back. Okay.
Yeah, so this is basically creating, this is the data that coming from the form, right? Where you're typing it in.
Yeah.
I'm setting it here. I think this might be wrong, but I'm not sure because this is different. I'm not sure how that's going to work, but we're going to find out right now. But here I'm creating a new user object, basically like that class where you hit and then you hit save or create, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. Like this is actually would just create it right off the bat. So I have to go back and look at what super does, but it might be the preferred way to do it, and I can reset that too. So, and then let's see, the last one's going to be password. This stuff might be outdated what I'm already doing too, so, and that's going to close that one off. So now I have a new object. You use your set password. So this is actually, if you look at the form that I did, I think over here with the new user form, I created 2 passwords and whatnot. Where did I do that? Maybe it was in the views. I think I did this too. No. Oh yeah, here. See, raw password. You clean the data, set the password. But let's see if this works. So I'm going to set password to password. And I don't think I need to do this, so I'm going to comment this out for now because I think that's going to be something I need to change later to roll back to that. That's probably the new way to do it. So I'm going to hit save. Return validated data. It's actually not returning validated data because it hasn't been validated, but we'll have to write those methods in there afterwards. Alright, so it looks like that's working. Let's see. No errors on the, let's call it, so that looks good. So let's go back to register again. Okay, so the username is not there anymore. That's good, right?
Yep.
So let's make this John Smith now. I have to figure out why that password thing looks like that, but I'll worry about. I'm not really worried about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I think I could
Not
disable.
right now.
I think I could disable this form. So I'm gonna post that. See what happens. Let's see if it gives me a success. Alright, so 2001 success, 201 created. Gives back the right information, doesn't show the password. I'm going to refresh the users. So that means it accepted the email with the password. That's good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Didn't give me an error, so the code that I wrote was good. So here we go. Username is the same thing as email address. That's perfect. John Smith is created. Let's look at the account and see if the password works or if it's hashed and accept it as far as the other ones are invalid. There it is. So these are this account was created and it's created properly and it will work. So we'll do validation I think next time and validate emails, make sure they I add it in twice and require it. Do you have a few more things I want to do, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then we'll do the create the token, so there's a lot of work to be done, but this is the first part, which is cool. So now just go ahead and save it.
So can I pull this code down to my local?
Yeah, once I finish checking it in, you could.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to say commit successfully created user via API, REST API, user account. I'm going to say still need validation. Hit commit. So basically, once I flesh this out and make sure it all works through this website, like the API, then I could go to the app, the Xamarin app, and I build the UI and send that same information. So basically, on the website, I'm gonna pull this information. I'm gonna send it just like this with the password, to this API.
Yeah.
And it's gonna return the 201, or it's gonna error out,
Yeah.
So I want to make sure it's working first here. Then once the endpoint is set up correct and accepting the information and doing the right, then I could test it, make sure it doesn't break, and make sure I'm validating the data on the input for the user. So that'll be a whole bunch more work, but this is a really good start because takes a lot of time. But I still have a lot more to do on this thing. I think this is to create a user. We'll do validation next time and add passwords and make sure that the same user can't log in, create accounts all again and again, so the same email, the same whatnot can be created again, and then we'll create a login that returns a token, which I still haven't figured out how to do. So that's why I figured this was going to take me enough time to start.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and hit sync. So now it's going to publish this whole branch. Uh-oh, can you connect? Let's try this again. Oh, might be because I have the server running, so let's kill the server. Let's try this again.
Okay, so the process now, just I wanted to ask, so now you have, this is on a different branch. So how do I get that on my branch? Or do I just copy your branch? How do you want to work it?
You have the main branch, right?
Yeah, but remember I made a branch with my name on it. So
right.
This is a completely different name branch. So do I just merge the one that you just made with my branch?
Yeah, we can work on that. I'll show you how to do that. That's a good trick. So then let's see if that even is there. So now that we created that, so now here's this code. Let's look at the branches. Even though it's the Visual Studio, still using Git. So let's see, branches show up. So there it is, right? And I'll show you how to do that. So now it's showing that it's 5 commits ahead of this one, and this one's 3 behind, right? So
yeah.
commits. Yeah, you could basically grab this one, pull it in, and then merge it into yours. So I'll show you how to do that. We could do another video, but
Okay. Okay.
I'll show you.
I just don't.
Some of this
Anything
too,
until
Perry, is going to be a learning process for me. So I've done stuff with someone else, but we worked a little bit differently. So with you, we might have to do that a little bit differently as well too. So that should be okay. You know what I mean? So it may not be the same as what we expected. Okay, so that's cool. That's basically what I wanted to do for today. We have a lot more work to do, but I think after this Thanksgiving, we'll be able to have more time when I get back. So I'll be out of town.
Okay.
So.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well.
Okay.
Thanks for joining.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Hopefully that was a little bit interesting and not too boring.
No. It's cool. I learned some tricks and stuff. Okay.
All right. See you later.
Yep. Later.